5,000 years ago, before there were pyramids, before there were pharaohs wearing golden crowns, there was a river, and that river was about to give birth to one of the greatest civilizations the world has ever known. This is the story of how Egypt began. Every year, the Nile flooded, leaving behind rich, dark soil, perfect for growing crops in the middle of the desert. The ancient Egyptians called their fertile land Kemet, the Black Land, and the dry desert around it Deshret, the Red Land. Centuries later, a Greek historian named Herodotus put it simply, Egypt was the gift of the Nile. Without this river, none of what came next could have happened. Around 7,000 years ago, small farming villages began to appear along the Nile's banks, at places like Merimde and in the Fayum region. These early Egyptians grew wheat and barley, raised cattle, sheep, and goats, and shaped clay into pottery. They weren't a kingdom yet. They were just villages, but they were learning the skills that would one day build an empire. As centuries passed, Egypt's geography shaped two very different regions. In the south, the narrow river valley gave rise to what we call the Nakhada culture, with growing towns at Nakhada, Abydos, and Hierakonpolis. In the north, the wide marshy delta was home to communities like Moadi. Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, two lands, two cultures, developing side by side along the same river. In Upper Egypt, towns like Hierakonpolis grew into powerful centers with their own local rulers. Archaeologists have found objects like the scorpion masthead carved with the image of an early king, proof that kings existed even before the more famous ones we know today. Uniting Egypt wasn't the work of one single moment. It was a gradual process, built up over generations by rulers whose names we're still piecing together. Each land had its own crown. The tall white crown, called the Hedjet, belonged to Upper Egypt. The red crown, the Deshret, belonged to Lower Egypt. Watching over both was Horus, the falcon-headed god, believed to protect Egyptian kings. Two crowns, two lands, and soon, one king would try to wear them both. Around 3100 BCE, a king named Narmer ruled in the south. He wasn't the first to look north. Earlier rulers had already been extending their reach into the delta, but Narmer would be remembered as the one who finished the job. Boats gathered along the river. An army prepared to march. Egypt's two lands were about to collide and combine forever. In 1897, archaeologists digging at Hierakonpolis uncovered a remarkable carved stone tablet, just over 2 feet tall, known today as the Narmer Palette. On one side, the king wears the white crown of the south, striking down an enemy. On the other, he wears the red crown of the north. Historians still debate exactly what it shows. Was it a real battle or a powerful symbol celebrating unity? Either way, it is one of the earliest records in Egyptian history, and it captures the moment two lands became one. According to ancient tradition, the king who united Egypt built a brand new capital exactly where the two lands met, a city called Inebhejeh, the White Walls, which we know today as Memphis. Its location wasn't an accident. Sitting right between north and south, it was a daily reminder that Egypt was now one nation, ruled by one king, wearing one double crown. Here is where the story gets tricky. Ancient Egyptian king lists, written centuries later, name Egypt's very first king as Menes, but archaeologists have never found that exact name on artifacts from this period. Many experts believe Menes and Narmer were the same person. One name used for ceremonies, one for everyday rule. Others think Menes might actually be Narmer's successor. It is a real historical puzzle, and Egyptologists are still working to solve it. With the two lands joined, Egypt's First Dynasty began. Kings were buried at Abydos, government officials kept records, and one of the world's earliest writing systems, hieroglyphs, started appearing on monuments like the Narmer Palette itself. A single kingdom, stretching the length of the Nile, was being born, and it would go on to last for the next 3,000 years. This single moment, two lands becoming one, set the foundation for everything that followed: towering pyramids, powerful pharaohs, and a civilization that would shape history for millennia. The birth of Egypt wasn't the end of the story. It was only the beginning. Subscribe to journey deeper into ancient Egypt with us.